future, where the battle's raging loud, comes a hero, standing strong and proud. Jeffrey Coleman, with DNA remade, part man, part toad, a legend now displayed. With his blast stone weapon, a nano fist in hand, he leaps through time to defend the land. Evil amphib toads won't get their way. Terminator Toad is here to save the day. He's Terminator Toad, fighting the future, saving the past. Terminator.
Oh, do 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 do. Terminator Toad, fighting for future, saving the world. What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here today, folks, and you know me, I'm always solo. Whatever it may be, I'm always solo streaming. But folks, you know, this great world of indie comics. So by the way, folks, you see down there it says One Gun Filmmaker. Today, I don't have my comic book hat on. I have my filmmaker hat on because I am still working on a scene from this project. And I'm trying to let me hit the letter G here. So what has to be done is by the way, I'm using the Unreal game engine for this. So what I'm trying to do here is I had this out yesterday and I was going through it to see what I had to get done. So what I got to do is I have to stick a little light in here because it's too much. Like right here, it's supposed to be a light there, and maybe do some other things with this camera and stuff like that. But I think I can actually like maybe talk about that while I work on this. And the thing is, folks, is that there's a big problem, and it's over here in the comics indie scene, and that problem being basically that I don't know what is it like lack of respect, you know, just like the audacity just not to respect people's families and bringing people's family stuff into your personal beef because it's like you've run out of stuff to say and you really want to hurt someone. I mean, is that what's going on in this world of in this crazy world of indie comics? You know, I mean, last time I checked, you know, we're just fucking doing comics. You know, it's just comics. You know, it ain't nothing big, it ain't nothing special. It's just that, you know, you got an idea for a story or something, and you just flat out come out and you just fucking do it. And like me, I like to make films. I like to make animated, you know, films and stuff like that. So what I do is let me get rid of some of these cameras. I got too many fucking cameras in here. So let's do it with this camera here. And let's get away with this. Let's do it with this camera here. I got like 30, 40 cameras in the same fucking scene. And shit gets kind of complicated. So what is it? You know, what is it? You know, because, you know, you got this guy, you know, I think his name is the great Theo Lee Ronan. You know, hey, he's got it, you know. Why is she? Why the fuck is she so? Why the fuck is she so fucking high off the ground, man? What's going on here? Oh man, what the fuck's going on here? All right. So let's see. Yeah, the fucking hella high off the ground. I mean, there. I never noticed that. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. All right. So my whole thing is to. I don't know why I did this. I probably pulled them off the ground for a reason. I don't know what that reason is. Maybe I'll find out one day. But it's him and Ethan were going back at it. I mean, I was going through his thread to find out what Ethan did to him. You know, basically, Ethan knows nothing about this man, doesn't care too much about him. The only people that care about him are the people who knows him, you know, who talk about him. You know, Ethan don't talk about this guy. I've never heard Ethan directly talk about him or say anything about him, especially say anything about him or anybody in his family or whatever. Only thing that I know is that this guy actually has some issue or problem with Ethan Van Scriber. I don't know what it is, but this is not me defending anybody. But it's just like, why does every conversation? What's up, Stimulant? Why aren't you talking about the topic? I'm getting to it. why people pledging? Why people doing this? What happened? This is what happened. This is what happened, man. Let me see. Where is it? It's right here, and it's. Can you say it? It's right here. Ethan Red Scriber just said Jesus is a joke, and Theo comes back and says, "You know what else is a joke? Your wife's life expectancy, which isn't much longer." And I'm like, why bring this up? Why? Why would you go after this man's wife? I mean, what is it about Ethan that makes you do something like that? Why come you just couldn't go after him being fat or him being looking ugly or something? What I never get in this whole world of indie comics is, why do people have to bring people's families in this shit? And this ain't to do with indie comics. This is just trolldom, period. It's just some lines that shouldn't be fucking crossed. And right here, this dude crosses it. Now, he right now is over there streaming on his channel, and I've been watching it, and it seems like there was no reason for this. It wasn't no real reason for him to say this or to go after this man's wife. No, his wife is suffering from a disease, a disease there's no cure for, right? And I think it's, if I'm correct, it's Parkinson's or something like that. It's a very serious disease. You actually watch somebody actually disappear away from you. And what I don't personally get is that everybody knows this. There's no secret. That's something he shared with us to let him know what his struggles is. And that's a struggle. He has a daughter who's autistic, and he has a wife who has Parkinson's. So he's going through shit I can only think about. I've went through my shit in life, and I know how it is when shit gets hard. But what he's going through is fucking hard, And if I was to go after Ethan and say anything about Ethan, I would go after the man himself. There's no reason to bring his kids and shit. There's no reason to bring his wife into shit. That goes to show you that, there's something lacking in your life to do this, because you must lack the intelligence to actually go after the man himself, and that's what a lot of trolls do. I mean, that's basically what these motherfuckers do. They lack intelligence. So what they do is they go after low-hanging fruit. They go after the things that don't make sense. It's just cowardly behavior, in my opinion. And it ain't just this guy. It's a bunch of other guys. I think I spoke up about Pot Awful going after Ethan's kid. I spoke up about a lot of people doing a lot of nasty, shitty stuff. And this is shitty. I don't know. Theo himself has some issues. And these issues get thrown up in his face every time he goes on a rant and rave. So I went through the whole fucking thread, that they were in, and Ethan said nothing about this dude. Ethan don't even know who this dude is, but he comes in here and he does this, And I'm not saying he said that because he's a retard or nothing like that. I don't sit back and say that about fandom, call people stupid shit. I go talk to the individuals, and this is some stupid shit right here. This is like the lowest of the low. And it's not just people saying this shit about Ethan. You got other guys out here making comments. Even some shit about Eric July is kind of like fucking unnecessary. This right here is very unnecessary. And eventually one day people are going to stop. But as long as people got hurt feelings and hurt butts, I don't think so. The whole thing about it is that, this is why I see a lot of people over here on the indie comic scene are failing when it comes to being profitable over here, because a lot of you guys indulge in this shit. This guy right here, Theo, he doesn't write comics, he doesn't draw comics, he doesn't do nothing. The only thing he does is play video games. He's one of those. Yeah. But he feels like he should come over here and attack anybody. I mean, he does just do this to people in Comicsgate. He does this to everybody. He attacks everybody. I mean, there ain't a day that goes by that he doesn't find somebody to home in on and attack. And the reason why he attacks them is because he always go with the excuse, someone did this or this to me, you know. And I understand you want to retaliate, but I don't think there are those many people out there who hate your guts to the point that you are out every day doing shit like this. You came out the clear blue to say, you could have said anything else to this man to get on his nerves, but you went there. You know, how would you like it if I made it a thing to any time you post, I will sit back and say something about your past or something like that? You know, I've never done anything the way you did to him. I've never done it to you, Theo. I've never done it. Only time I do anything you feel is when you do something to me. And usually I will be minding my own business and I will see you under a different name saying something about me or put me somewhere and I haven't said nothing to you or about you. You know, my whole thing that you do is stop doing this. Stop. I don't know why you do. You get it when you're mad or when you're angry and you need somebody who you feel ain't going to send nothing back to you. And then you wonder why people don't like you, or people don't hate, or why people hate you, or people over here say shit about you. It's because you do shit and say shit like this. Now, I know for a fact, after you said this, guess what happened? People start posting up your history. And when they start doing that type of shit, you get angry, you get mad, and then you start saying this Comicsgate fault. You know what? Think about it. If you go out, and I've seen this, it's not just Comicsgate that hates your guts. It's all the people you set out in a day to piss the fuck off. And you don't say you don't do this shit. Don't say you don't do this, dude. This is what you do, right? So you're out here pissing off people, and most of the people, a lot of people you piss off have nothing to do with Comicsgate. A lot of them. You know, a lot of them don't have nothing to do with Comicsgate. Like those women you went over there and harassed over there at the WNBA, and then their fans got together and ran you off on your other account. Remember that? Yeah. You know, so there are other people who come after you. It is not because the world hates you. It's because you go out and make the world hate you. It's one thing having the world hate you, but you go out your way to make the world hate you. You know, I've never seen this before. And then you sit back, and when it's all said and done, after you lose an account or when you get kicked off again because of doing shit like this, you always come back to Comicsgate. Because I guess in your mind, everybody hates Comicsgate. Everybody knows Comicsgate's are racist. Everybody knows Comicsgate is this, Comicsgate. Well, you know what? I've been over here for quite a while. I've seen the racism, and I've seen the good people who really don't indulge in it. And the thing about it is you're taking all the good things about Comicsgate and all the rest of people in the indie comic scene who are associated with Comicsgate, or just people who do comics, period, who are just friendly with the people over at Comicsgate. You know what you do? You and the rest of your buddies sit back and lump them all in one big sum and say they're all racist. You know, like your buddy Larry. You know, with Larry, I tried to take an approach towards Larry, which people didn't like too much, but I had to pull back from it, you know, because people said I was going too far, you know, and they're right. I did go too far, and I brought myself back. But dude, you know, I'm not trying to peck at you or whatever, but I'm just using an example of why shit's so fucked up over here. Why nobody gets along with nobody over here. It's because we do this shit all day. You know, I mean, I don't stay on the internet and do this shit all day. I work. I mean, I do shit, you know. And when I do have time, I come over here and peek, you know. Why don't you just debate him on his? There ain't no reason to debate him. You know, debating him, he's just gonna go. I mean, I know exactly what he's going to start doing. He's going to start saying why he hates Comicsgate, you know. But then he won't talk about why he goes over to Comicsgate. If people are in an area and they hated me, why would you keep going back there? You know, if you got a whole community of people that hate you, if Comicsgate hates you that bad, Why come you don't talk about it? Why don't you sit back and you talk about Ripper comics all day? Why won't you come back and just talk about what you like instead of who you hate? Because that's all he does. Makes trouble. And then when people call him out on his trouble, then call him out on his past, then he gets mad. And then he gets to a point to where he'll start streaming and start yelling out people's name and calling people bitches and whatever. It's like a repeat and rinse with this guy. So my whole thing to him is like, man, just stop. You're causing yourself this pain. Nobody's bringing this pain up on you but yourself. If you were smart, you would do something positive. What's this? So yeah, as Theo speaks, as he talks, people are conspiring against him again to get him off of. I mean, this is going to be. It's going to happen again. He's going to get kicked off. He's gonna wind up having to talk to the police again because people are probably reporting him in as we speak as being a sex offender. And on Instagram and YouTube, they're gonna do this shit again. He's gonna wind up deleting his account. He's gonna come back again. And if he wants to stop it, man, stop doing this. Stop making trouble for people. Stop doing it. I mean, you had no reason to say this. I'm just using this as an example. Of some of the stuff that you do. And I went over to your stream to see what you was talking about. And you was just doing your usual thing, just making trouble because I knew you was going to do this eventually. You was going to start running your mouth and making people angry again. And then all of a sudden people start posting up your stuff, your picture, your mugshot and stuff again. And then you're going to get mad and start calling people racist and so on. I mean, it is what it is, dude. Me, I don't do that shit on Twitter all day. I mean, me, I work. I mean, I do this shit. I mean, what you see right here in this screen, this is what I do all day behind the scenes for myself and for people who pay me, and I'm showing you an example of you could be a way much more better, humble person if you concentrated on something that you like to do. I get away from all the bullshit on Twitter and shit. I get away from that shit and I come into my world, which is like real life world, and I sit back and I work on my projects, call my friends up, hang out with my friends, and I actually touch people. I actually go out and physically see my friends and my people. The world of Twitter ain't worth shit, and I'm only telling you this is because you're taking this shit too hard, man. You're taking this shit way too hard. I mean, you need to get off the fucking internet, and enjoy life and stop getting on here and aggravating people because that aggravates the shit. Not out of Ethan, maybe, because Ethan probably didn't give a fuck about you, but out of Ethan's fans who love that man and it's gonna who even loves his wife even more, they're all gonna come after you, in the worst nasty way. And I'm getting I'm getting people sending me messages of how nasty I'm about to get with you because you did this, but knowing Theo, knowing how he is, I guarantee you he has not learned anything. He's not going to learn anything. And I'm not here to insult the man's intelligence. I'm just telling him how I feel about what the fuck he's doing, And I think he should stop. I think he shouldn't be doing this shit. I think if he wants to talk and have conversations, he can. So here he is. So right now he's over here yelling at the top of his lungs about how racist Ethan Van Sciver is, and it's like it's debatable. You can say he's racist, you can say he's not. I just say he's just a guy. He's just a guy with a chip on his shoulder. I mean, it comes all down to it. He's one of those. He's one of those guys, and He's one of those type of guys. I'll tell you what type of guy Ethan is. You remember you got this thing called the old Rust Belt, Ohio, up in Ohio and Michigan and those states up there where we had big industry, the big industrial area, the World War II and shit. And then when we got to like this like 60s, 70s, 80s, a lot of those jobs and car companies decided to pack up shop and leave from up there. And what happened is all the jobs, most of the jobs went over to China and across the country and across the world and shit because we was starting to begin the globalization and shit. So Ethan is one of those guys who lost his job because of some corporate motherfucker, so somebody who saw more money and just like firing him and leaving him destitute in a job he's done all his life and he doesn't know nothing else to do. And you see these guys all around the world. I mean, all around where there used to be industry. These guys talk and act just like Ethan, just like him, because they always go to what's ruined their lives and how they got back on their feet and how they don't trust the government and shit like that. And they're all MAGA guys and shit like that. I mean, it's the same type of thing. And, he has a reason to act the way he does. And that reason is that he was betrayed, by his industry he was in, and you can't. When you're scorned like that, I feel you have every reason to say some stuff, especially when it comes to politics and shit like that, because politics is what got you to stop having a job, And that's always going to be burned at your soul because you have a family to feed, you got a mortgage to feed, and that chip is going to be in your shoulder forever because you got fucked. All right, you got fucked. Now, as for him and some of his politics, I don't agree with him. I've already told people I don't agree with a lot of shit that Ethan say, but that's not what got me actually looking at this man on Trash Cast. That's not it. What got me looking at Ethan was basically the businessman, the incentive of how he built himself up after he got careerly destroyed by a couple of people who decided one day to call him a racist and make him lose his job. That's the story I heard. And he came out and he wound up making a fortune off of something he created. He bought it back and made money. He started streaming. He started building his he started building himself up. He started building the following and everything. And after that, it was all gravy after that. It was all good because look at him now. He's one of the I wouldn't say he's one of the biggest indie creators out there, but he does have a following. And that's one of the things that I look at, at him that I can say, that's pretty damn good, But when he starts talking his politics, that's when I tune out. A lot of people don't understand, you don't have to listen to what everybody says because you have the ability to actually go to your computer or move your mouse and click and watch something else, but instead y'all rather spurred out on stupid shit. I mean, it's just fucking comic books, people. I understand. I understand if these comic books were detrimental to the economy, were detrimental to nuclear reactors or anything else that's important to go on about your life, like electricity, your gas stove, or whatever. But no, these are just fucking comic books, folks. There's no reason to go this low to fucking insult somebody over fucking comics. There really ain't, man. There really fucking ain't. I just gotta say one more thing to so-called comic book people out here, all of you guys, especially the ones who don't do it, the fans and stuff. It's time to grow the fuck up. It's time to look at this as a hobby. It's time to look at this as a fandom. It's time to look at this as something that's interesting and appeals to only you, and you shouldn't take this stupid, petty war between two creators make you guys act like this. You really shouldn't. Yeah, I'm just saying this because, like I said, I've been over here for a while. I've been watching you guys go at it for a while, and there's fucking pettiness and stupidness all around. And you guys need to grow the fuck up on both sides. all this shit is just making you guys into fucking laughable trolls. You know, I can't believe Theo goes around being like this mid-tier level troll. I can't believe he goes around doing this type of shit with his background and what people has put him through. Why will he try to reverse what he's done in the past? And not act like that no more. Try to reform. It's like he won't reform his image. He refuses to reform his image. If that was me, God, I pray to God nothing like that ever. No matter of fact, nothing like that would ever happen to me. What happened to Theo? Because I have a thinking brain. Not that I don't. No, nothing like that never happened to me. But if I were, by some fluke of fucking whatever, science, tangent universe or whatever, I wind up in this situation, my whole thing would be to clean up my image. My whole thing would be to not engage with people who are going to throw this shit in my face every half second. That's what I would do. That would be the most responsible thing to do. But I don't think mentally he's there. I don't think mentally he's let's see. I don't think mentally he's there. I don't think he mentally doesn't understand that he can actually be doing something a little bit smarter with his life instead of the bullshit he's doing now. Well, I think I fixed the light here. I gotta put another light on top of here, but I don't think he's smart. I mean, I sometimes I be thinking like, I think Theo is smart enough to not say or do something stupid, and then he goes out and says to do something stupid. It's okay. Yeah, this is great. I like this. Okay, so now I got light on her, and this is what it looks like without the light. So I'm just gonna crank this light up to something like this. And since they got like all this fire and shit around them, they got all this fire and shit around them, and I'm trying to make sure that I get that red interface, a yellowish red color. Right. Definitely want to make sure I get his look, because he's up here talking like, "Listen, I'm your big brother." But when shit gets stupid. When shit gets really stupid on Twitter, I tend to like get away. I tend to come in. I tend to go leave and get into my world where I know best, which is which is basically game animation, cinematics and shit like that, or work or pick up some work from somebody and work on that and shit like that. Yeah. I would advise anybody, don't stay on fucking this platform. Don't stay in this world of like haterade and nonsense, because that's basically what the fuck is going on right now. It's a lot of fucking stupid shit out here. And for some reason, a lot of these people out here feel like they have to engage in this stupid shit. I'll just say, and I'm trying to be a little try to be a little positive, because I'm not dogging out Theo. I'm not dogging him out, but I'm just basically asking the dude, why do this? Why do something which is going to give you so much backlash? People are going to tear into you, and they've already started to tear into him, and they're plotting and they're scheming, Theo, dude. I mean, believe me when I say this, motherfuckers are plotting and scheming on you right now to get your account destroyed. All right, so I'm just saying, you got to know by now what people are going to do to you. You got to know. If my account keeps on getting destroyed because I can't like stop acting like a straight up ass. I'm trying to get a rim light going on here with these two. Let's see, pull this over. Trying to set the temperature. I'm also going to set the temperature in the post effect as well. What is it? In the post effect. So let me come over here. Let me hit G. Come on, man, hit G. All right, it won't do it. So screw it. So as you see, her face is a little dark here. So let's go back over here. Let's go to let's go over here to click this off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and move this over a little bit. Oh, that made it come closer. Let me see. I think I want to pull this over here and hit E and put this up. And right here, I want to get some light on her face, and it's not working. I'm trying to get to work. But yeah, I'm trying to aim for better shit, man. Now, case in point, Theo came after me not too long ago when I was going through my villain arc. I was going through my villain arc on on social media for a little bit, and I came off my shit, and left it be, Sorry, folks. Somebody must be talking about me. I think somebody's talking about me. Hold up. Yeah, somebody was talking about me. Sorry about that. But my whole thing, man, don't be a troll, dude. Don't be a troll. Stop being a troll. Okay. All right. There's a light. So let's get just a little light on her face. And where's the temperature? Temperature. I'll pull this down. I also got to go and play in with the post-process effects and everything. Yeah, there you go. That looks a little bit better there. Let's see. Let's crank this up. How high is the right about there is pretty good on his head. Yeah, it's looking a little bit better now. I probably got to put like a little light here. Well, actually, I don't, because it's like she's bagging back and she's going to like into the dark. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like some fog behind her. We gotta definitely do some stuff with that. But let me see how this comes out. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks really good. But I think this might be a little bit too high. So I think right there is fine. I don't want it to be too bright on his face. Follow the hand up, jump it on the sleeve. All right, looking pretty good. All right, I still got to. It's a cutscene that goes here too. I forgot about that. I got to do the cutscene. And then she runs off. She runs off to the forest to hide because these motherfuckers are about to attack. There we go. These motherfuckers are about to attack. So, yeah. Well, that's all I want to do, folks. I just want to share my mind on this shit about going after people's families. Don't do it. If you try to debate somebody or talk to somebody about this shit, just leave the fucking families out of it. Go after the person. I don't know what else to say. I will say this. We got to do better. We really have to start. Looking at each other as humans. Maybe if you got a gripe against somebody, don't be the asshole that goes for low hanging fruit. Don't go after somebody's family. Don't do all this stupid shit. Go after the person. Leave the family out of it. Take it from me. I've been through this shit before, and it's nasty. It gets mean. It's evil, and you leave people out that have nothing to do with you. So this is your boy One Gun. Hope you guys have a nice, wonderful, beautiful day, and I will see you in the future. Peace out, folks. Thank you for watching.
The future, where the battle's raging loud, comes a hero, standing strong and proud. Jeffrey Coleman, with DNA remade. part man, part toad. A legend now displayed with his blast stone weapon, a nano fist in hand. He leaps through time to defend the land. Evil amphibious toads won't get their way. Terminator Toad is here to save the day. He's Terminator.